I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 10, Volume 9, and it's now time to reveal which tape you chose for the end of the season, just as we're getting close to it. Can you imagine, if you counted the votes and the votes are in, we're playing Computer Hits 3. So we're going to start today with the first side of it, which is the Forbidden Planet, Who Dares Wins 2, Cauldron, Juggernaut, and 3D Lunar Attack. They're all actually very good games, so it's well worth investing in. So without further ado, I'm going to get this into a tape drive. Okay, the tape is in the drive. I have a cup of coffee, so let's go down to our favourite, our old Load Dit Dit. So let's go down there, and we'll go Load Dit Dit, and we'll give it a go. So this first one is called Forbidden Planet. We'll have a little look at we'll have a look at our little inlay. This is what you're meant to do, by the way, when you're loading Spectrum games. It's how it works, the old way. So this is by Design Software. Two designs. It was so good they named it twice. Design Software. You're on the surface of the Forbidden Planet. Your mission is to locate parts of the Evil Lord's final message, which is spread over the planet's surface. However, they are protected by a sophisticated and... Oh, that's not a good start. Sophisticated and... Hang on, let's see what it says here. Sophisticated as... and as yet unknown coding system that you must crack. The planet's defences consist of AA towers, guided missiles. You have a force field and a force field network which will restrict your movement. I don't remember playing this one, actually, to be honest with you. The thing I quite liked about compilations, there was kind of levels, wasn't there, to compilations. It was compilations by those companies that could create, expensive compilations from their expensive games. So the sort of the Imagine and all the Imagine was a good one. Imagine, Ocean, US Gold. They would create them from their games from their catalogues. Games like Computer Hits. Now, this is I think it's Bo Jolly actually who does this. Yeah, Bo Jolly. They didn't quite... I don't think these guys quite had... Hang on. This explains something, by the way. Let me stop here for a second before that starts loading. This explains something. Do you see it said dummy run there? I didn't look at that because I was reading the instructions. It says... I'm on side 1, but it actually says on it, see side 2. So I think side 1 is actually side 2, and side 2 is actually side 1. So they've put stickers on the wrong blooming way around. Let's turn it over and let's rewind this tape, and we'll try it again from the other side. That kind of makes sense. There's a little handwritten note on there in biro on the surface of it. See side 2 for side 1. So that kind of explains everything. But yeah, so Bo Jolly, I don't know if they were they a sub company of somebody else? I'm not really sure, but they always seem to get the kind of... I wouldn't say dregs, because there's some good names in here, but they've got the ones where they didn't, it's like Alligator Software and Design and Palace Software and CRL, which is Computer Rentals Limited, wasn't it? And I mean, there's Houston on here, but as I say, they didn't really combine on anything else. It was like they managed to get these companies together and go, yeah, let's do the this on our particular tape. I don't know, just an odd one really. What does it say on the back of here? Does it say anything about Bo Jolly? Oh, it's in tiny letters. I have got the magnifying glass out because I knew exactly that this was going to happen. So 1 second, I'll just quick sip of coffee while it's rewinding. Oh God, I love coffee. Coffee is the best. Right, okay, let's have a little look at this while it's rewinding. So, hang on, there's something weird here at the end of this. Let me just have a look. Let's give my regards to Broad Street, which is very weird. A game I've got the big boxed version for, but never really got into. It was there. It was part of my sort of collection of things. Is there anything there? Sure jumping? No. There's no credits as such, unless it's right at the beginning. Let's see if there's some credits. There's some loading instructions. All rights to the producers reserved. Yeah. This isn't going very well, by the way. This tape is not loading very well. It's not playing. It's just not done that part there. I was hoping for oh god, I've upset the blooming connector now. There we go. Are you gonna? No, it's not gonna do it. Let's swap it to the other tape drive because it's obviously gonna be difficult. It's going to be one of them days. It's going to be difficult. So even the ones that I've got... You see, the thing is about these is that I've got so many of these. You can collect them and they're really cheap, you know, and you can pick up things. And I've got so many bundles of sort of Spectrum things that I don't always get a chance to try them all. And I kind of like loading them from the tape. I think that part of the joy is loading from the tape. And I know PlayZX kind of fills that gap, you know, fills that void of loading as you go along. It's just not quite the same unless you're actually loading the actual tape, you know. And I know I'm cheating because I've got another drive here. But we'll give it a try and see whether or not it works. And see if this works from here. No, but there's nothing about Bo Jolly on there, which is a bit disappointing in a straight sort of way. I kind of half expected there to be sort of a comment about, you know, where Bo Jolly was or who they were and all the other bits and pieces that go with it. And to be fair, I don't know an awful lot about Bo Jolly. I do remember, well, that's kind of cool. That's got like a space age loading thing. Do you know what? The weirdest part about that is the way that screen's got like that shell thing there. That's almost like how Windows ended up in the future, doesn't it? With that kind of open boxes that were there. It's kind of a cool thing. Can you imagine that? This person here has literally got some of the future. You could almost say, though, with the shell there, that it's almost like a Spectrum thing. And look, it's saying load, FP, object, and... I mean, to be fair, he missed out the hashes and all this kind of stuff, but oh, look, it's doing some clever stuff now as well. Oh, I'm quite impressed. I'm quite impressed by that, by what this person has done. I wonder if they went on to do something really exciting. I don't know who produced it, but Design Software. So good they named it twice. That joke's never going away, by the way. We've got a company called Design Software. I hope the volume's good for you this week. I have been tinkering with it in an attempt to try and get it right. After I discovered, after many years of using my microphone in the wrong direction, that I should be using it upright rather than pointing at me. I always thought it was directional, i.e. pointing at me. It's not. It's actually upright, and sort of that's the direction that goes with it. I do have another one, a USB one. It's a Turtle Beach one, and to tell you what, it's not particularly good. It's not a particularly good microphone. I would hope it would be better as a USB one, but the quality that comes out of it is just naff. I mean, there's a smoother tone, I think, to this kind of microphone that you don't quite get with those other ones. But we'll see, because I've been the sound. My audio recording has been messing me around for a while. I feel it's another one of these things that I need to buy. I need to buy a new sort of microphone at some point, and kind of a proper USB one that's got a little bit more control and I can see what's going on. But you need to spend a decent amount of money. I mean, my microphone's a £50 thing, I think. When I bought it, I've got another one that's the same price. I mean, it's a proper microphone, true, but it's not a very expensive microphone, so it doesn't get all the tones that are there. What I really need is I need to buy for a proper USB, full-on, more expensive something or other. There's a one called Shoe or something there out there. Shoe. I've seen those snowball ones by Blue, is it? They look okay, but I've never really got round to getting one of those. So, but just a thought anyway. Quick sup of coffee, I think, while we're at it. Quick swig. I've been out today though. I've had a busy day today. I don't know how how busy you guys have been, but I've been out today. I've actually we went on a raiding mission to a town in Scotland to visit their charity shops. We've not been there in over a year. So it's been a long time since we've actually been there. Over a year since we've actually been there, and then we went on a raiding mission to actually find out whether or not that we could actually get some some bits and pieces to see what it's like. And remember last time around I told you there was about 7 charity shops shut in the smaller towns. It looks like the bigger town has actually survived. There is only one that's gone, and the sad part about it is it's the one that's most likely to one that's gone and one that's really reduced in what it's doing. And it's most likely that these ones that has gone was like a local community one, and that means that whatever they did charity-wise isn't going back into the community, which is really quite sad. And we quite liked that one as well, because the lady who worked there was really, really pleasant. She used to say hello to my son, and because he's got autism and he's quite quiet, she would always come and talk to him regardless of the fact that he wouldn't respond. She would make that effort that some people don't. When they find out he's just won't speak back to you, they don't make the effort. And she made the real effort there, so it's kind of disappointing to see that one gone. However, to be fair, the first charity shop when it was fine. It was kind of more of a sort of furniture style one, but they often have little tellies, and there was a 4x3 telly. Of course, it wasn't quite a branded that I was happy with, because it was only a £5, and I was like tempted. 4x3, I could mount that and have that hanging somewhere with something connected to it. But I thought, no, I'll leave that this time around. But there was a charity shop there, and it had some bits and pieces, but the first one we went past literally had a display of Xbox 360 and DS games in it, which is kind of cool, if you ask me. That had an old display of Xbox 360s, so that's cool. Designed without the aid of a computer. Design software. How can you create a game without aid of a computer? Play part 3 of the Dark Stars things. Lived on the 2nd floor now. They're trying to bust the door down. Soon they'll have my new address. So, for liberation. Yes, a celebration. Yes, under so much stress. As the clouds begin to rumble, the juggler makes his thumble, and the sun upon the wall is getting less. Don't give a damn. Fight while you can. Kill, shoot 'em up. They'll run amok. Shout Judas. Loud. They'll hear us. Soldier, sailor, who's the tailor? They run for cover, and then they discover everybody's nervous wreck now. That's just really weird. Is that weird? Is that me? It's a bit weird, wasn't it? All that kind of sort of text, sort of speak there. Simple demo sheet. I don't want a demo sheet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the controls. Play part 3 of the Dark Star trilogy. The Dark Star, there was definitely a Dark Star 1. It was very Star Warsy, wasn't it? It was a clone of Star Wars. Yes, don't keep going back. I'm just quickly supping coffee. Hang on. Oh, coffee's good. Oh, I love coffee. Coffee's great. Right, okay. Let's choose the keys for playing with. Turn left, right, up and down. Okay. I'm not sure about QA is up and down, accelerate. ZX is turn left and right. Up and down is N and M. That's fair enough. I can do that. And anything to fire is S. That kind of works for me, actually. So return. Press the number between 1 and 7. Then type the key you want. 8 to return the menu. 8 to return the menu. Right, okay. Instructions. Let's have a little look. You must find the code segments. Alright. 1, display maps. 2, do the quick game. All keys are defined. Right, okay. I'm just going to play the game. Oh. Oh, right, okay. Oh, it's very 3D. We can go up and down with the N and M. I can fly up and down. Ah! And then shoot with that one. I don't know how I find where... Ah, right, angle. Angle. Ah, right, there's the angle. I think that angle there tells me which way to go. I don't know. I don't know if this is one that's come up before in What's on the Tape. I think we're too high an angle. Alright, we're on the ground again. We're going very fast now. You killed. Score 60. I'm not sure. There was a thing about... Let's have a little look. I don't know. We need to put something. We need to put something casually strange in here. Living on the second floor now. Let's put something suitably strange in here because it seems to be that the way. I can't even type anything. So there we go. Suitably strange. By mistake. Let's push the buttons there because there was instructions there. Let's have another play. If we press 1. There we go. You can see some other stuff. Four. Let's quit. Escape code sequence and then back to the game. So you can see where we're at. Where's the escape code sequence? Code sequence. There's one behind us. So if I rotate round. Does that mean I'm rotating round? Please say I'm rotating. Yeah, but where am I now? I'm still in the tower area. Dislocation, code stores, unknown. So how do I escape this particular part? Yeah, weird. Do I have to like kill everything in here? I can't seem to change the angle I'm going though. So we've got all these buttons that we can press. We can fly up and down and whatever else is, but you don't seem to be able to get out of there. Weird. Let's put computer hits 3. 3, just because we need to put something strange in here. That's weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of that one. Anybody else ever play Forbidden Planet? I mean, it sounds like it's part of another part of the saga. So there's obviously something else to it. It's not just the that game that's there before. You know, I think the Dark Star. That was Dark Star. I was thinking of something else with Dark Star there. I was thinking of one which was like a Star Wars clone where you fly down the tunnels, sort of attacking stuff. But I don't know if that's actually the game. Is it? Because they said it's part of a trilogy. Dark Star 3 is out there. I bet this has design. So good they named it twice. Has an absolutely stunning cover for this one. I have a feeling they have. I have a feeling I've got some design games. I'm looking upwards and seeing whether I can see anything. But I have a feeling I've got a few of those, and they've got a really nice. I think they're very simple sort of covers. Did they do Hall of Things as well? Was that design? Can't remember. Anyway, right, okay, so history. Your history lesson for today. Who Dares Wins 2 by Alligator Software. There is no Who Dares Wins number 1. It doesn't exist because when Elite got wind of the fact that Alligator were creating a very similar game to Commando, an arcade game that they were converting or moving over, there was the sound of many a lawyer rounding himself up to take on Alligator Software. So Alligator Software ditched Who Dares Wins 1. And created Who Dares Wins 2 and changed it significantly enough that they were allowed to publish the game. And I have to admit, and I will probably upset a few here by saying I actually prefer Who Dares Wins 2 to Commando. However, I think I paid Who Dares Wins 2 before I had a chance to play Commando. So I think it's one of these things, isn't it? It's like who's your favourite Bond? You know, your favourite Bond is the one that you probably saw first. In my case, my favourite Bond is Sean Connery. Because he was the first Bond I saw. And no other Bond would ever quite live up to it, although Roger Moore was quite funny. But no other Bond would quite live up to my Bond. That was my Bond. And I think that when you play Bond, you play it in the way you want to do. But anyway, that was just kind of digress. But the point is that I think, again, it applies to games here. If it's the first one you play, I think it's the first one you actually come to love. And I have to admit, Who Dares Wins 2, it's only a single dual case thing. Stunning little game. So's Commando, actually, I think, as well. Do you think you can get a clamshell version of it? I might be wrong, but this one, because it doesn't have the scrolling, it's screen by screen. I just love it. I think this is a really, really, really good arcadey style sort of run and gun, shoot 'em up, and it's really good, really, really, really good. It was one of the first games that I picked up for my Spectrum when I started collecting again for the Spectrum. It was one of the first games, and it's got such a lot of nostalgia for me. That sort of cover with the tank and the guy throwing the grenade. It's just a lot of nostalgia. Loved that one, and I picked it up cheap as well. I remember that as a kid. I was quite chuffed. I think I got it for either $3.99 or $4.99. It was an absolute steal at the time. It felt like anyway, and it got played to death. But I never beat it. And I know there's people out who beat it. Certainly, 20th Century Gaming, who I haven't chatted to in a while. Actually, should really get back to chatting to. Chap called Mark, very nice guy. He does what he calls the Heartbreak Ridge approach to it, which basically means that you run through the levels without firing a shot. This is this kind of challenge, by the way. Without firing a shot, you run through all the screens until you get to the outpost, because there's 5 outposts, then it loops. You get to the outpost at the end, and you encourage the computer players to throw enough hand grenades that they blow themselves up, so you don't fire a single shot. So, if you've not seen the movie Heartbreak Ridge, is it Hacksaw Ridge? Or is it Hacksaw Ridge? I think about Hacksaw Ridge, maybe. It's the one about basically the guy is a pacifist but wants to go to war and is a very good medic. And he basically pulls everybody off the top of it. It might be Hacksaw Ridge, actually. I do apologise if it... I think Heartbreak Ridge is the one with Clint Eastwood in, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's the Clint Eastwood one. I think it's Hacksaw. Anyway, either way, whichever one it is, whether basically the guy's the medic in the war, not firing a shot. That's exactly what happens here. Doesn't fire a shot. You know, and that's his challenge for you. See how far you can get through it. I'm sure he's actually completed that. The Commodore 64 version of this actually includes scrolling, which is quite bizarre when you play it. You kind of go, what? It's got scrolling. When you play the Spectrum version, it doesn't scroll, and it's only like a screen at a time. The fact that it actually has scrolling is kind of a weird feeling, if that makes sense. I certainly think it feels slightly weird, but anyway, that's the way it kind of goes. Software with Bite presents Alligator. Software with Bite. Let's stop that. Here we go. Great game. Right, redefine the keys. Redefine keys. Yes. Up, down, left, right, fire. There we go. Okay, fire to start. Right, so that you hold down the fire button for a grenade. You don't actually have to kill anybody to get out the level, to be fair. There's a little things that go there. Right, okay, out this level. Didn't actually have to kill him, as I've said to you before. That kills him. And there's ammo box here. Because they're a bit random. They don't actually do anything. They just kind of run round, sort of shooting at random directions. So one of the key factors here in this game is not to get yourself killed. And these guys will run off once you chuck a grenade at them. I've run out of grenades. There's a box of grenades there. There's a box of grenades there. These guys will run off once you do this. Oh, I've got killed. I thought I was going to get killed finally there. I should have left them to it, actually. They were about to kill each themselves. Oh, grenade. Oh, got 2 of them there. It was good. That was good for it. Oh, quick. Yay, saved the guy. You see, you've got to save the guy and you get points. Oh no, I've died. Idiot. I should be able to get my points now, though. Quick! Oh no, missed him! Second time round. That's quick start sand there. And then I think we come up on the base now. There we go. And they all come out the front door. And you just throw grenades at them, basically, and they all shoot themselves. The hardest part about this is they're all running around sort of like lunatics shooting at themselves. That's what it is. There's the commander. Oh, killed him. He's killed him. There's the extra points to the commander, but I got trouble. There's the commander again. As I say, they run around like lunatics shooting themselves. You can see how he works out his hacksaw ridge. It's definitely hacksaw ridge, by the way. Way of doing it. You know, they're kind of running around like lunatics. There we go. We'll go past you. Let's make you run around, because the moment your defence is no longer defendable. Oh my god. We can just run through that level. Get loads of extra points for killing boats and things like that. There's a boat here, for instance. He'll start moving. Oh, missed it. Ah, missed him. Good game. I used to love this when I was a kid. Here we go. We're on to our other base. These lunatics around here shooting out bullets everywhere. I like the use of colours as well. For a Spectrum game, at least it's got a use of colours. But you can see the whole commando feeling, can't you, with it? You can sort of see it all over it. I've captured the second base. I can't believe it. You can see it's all over all over this in its way of doing it. Don't shoot me. We're going. There's a man in the water. I really needed grenades for this. Go. There we go. Really need grenades for this. Got no grenades left. Whoa, strafed. Let's go. And I think this is probably the first I ever got in this game. Which is the next, I think it's the next outpost, isn't it? Let's see if we can do this. See if we can get these guys to kill themselves. They're shooting themselves, and I'm just standing in the way of bullets there. Working alright thus far. We're going okay. Come on, guy. Run across here and get killed. Oh, there's a jeep going across. He's blowing himself up. It's it. I've done it. Oh my god, this is the first I've ever been. Oh no, it isn't. I've been here before. I recognise this. This is where they all hide in the holes, and there's mines as well, I believe, beside the holes. You can actually kill the guy as well. You know, the one that's there. You can actually kill him. Yeah, and we're good. And the man with the mortars. I need some bullets though. This is what I need. I need some bombs. I haven't had any. Gosh, God, that was lucky. They're getting quite cocky. Here's the next outpost. Sugar. That's the first time I've died in ages. I should have grenades though now. Oh no, I don't. Of course I don't. Why would I have grenades? Why would that be sensible enough to give me grenades at this point? Let's see if I can shoot this way, shoot that way, shoot that way. The man with the bullets. Yeah. Oh, I ran into a bullet. What an idiot! I'll see if I can. I'm still doing really well here. A good game. I like this one. Big fan of it as a kid. There we go. Kill. Oh my god. Captured 4. Oh my goodness. I've made it to 4. 4 died. This is the 5th. That would be the 5th run. And this is it 5 of them? Hang on. I may be getting ahead of myself. I may be wrong. Maybe 7 or something stupid like that. Oh, need magnifying glass. I can't see a blooming thing without magnifying glass. Let's have a look. 8 fields of battle. 8. There's 8. So I got to 4, didn't I? I got to the. Was it the 4th one I got to? There, I got through the 4th one and got stuck. Now I've never been able to complete this. It's been good, but I've really enjoyed playing it. Actually, to be honest with you, that was a great game. I really enjoyed that. It was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Look at that! There's a level I can't get to yet. Proper good though, a proper little arcadey game, really, really good, lot of fun. You can see why Elite were upset, you know, with the whole thing. They were kind of like, oh no, they're stealing our thunder. They weren't really, but it was. I wonder what it would look like first time round though. Can you imagine what it looked like first time round? Must look pretty special, you know. There must have been enough, I don't know, leaked footage. You know that really works, that kind of thing, does it? Back in the 80s, but there must have been enough leaked footage that it put people were like, oh my god, it's so close. It's just looks like it, you know, something like that maybe. I don't know. Cauldron. This is some fantastic graphics. You're trying to do. If I remember from memory, is you're trying to, as you're a witch, obviously, and you're trying to create a potion to do something, enslave the world or something like that. I can't remember. I'm going to read the instructions. Let's read the instructions. Let's drink coffee and do so. I'm sure that the original game though came just with like a little thing saying, you know, toil and trouble and all this kind of stuff. You know, that kind of thing. You know, hubble bubble, toil and trouble, Eye of Newton. Tail of dog or something, you know what I mean? But that kind of thing. So I don't know. I mean, it's one of those games. But look at that. That's a great that's a great loading screen. That's beautiful colours, and it just looks the business, doesn't it? It really does. Gotta hand it to them for Cauldron. That looks just the business. Right, coffee quickly. That's finished. Right. Okay, coffee's finished. No more supping coffee for the rest of the video, right? Okay. Let's see what it says. Cauldron. I think it's really short, Cauldron. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. So you know what I was saying before? It was like a poem kind of thing. That's what it came with. It basically comes with hearken witches everywhere. Take the challenge if you dare. Tomorrow night 'tis Halloween, when one shall become witch queen. There we go. So one will be witch queen. 6 ingredients thou must take in the cauldron. Boil and bake. Juice of toad and eye of newt, wing of bat and hemlock root. Mouldy piece of splintered bone, found from the deepest musty tomb. Molten lava, cooked a while, taken from the smoky isle, when the spell shall be in your hand to rid the pumpkin from the land. So to play a game of high adventure, plus load it, and then press the enter. This is kind of cool. It ends that way, but that's quite literally all there is to it in the magazine, you know. And it's basically that picture that you're seeing there is what was not magazine, the inlay of the cassette tape. That's what you're seeing on the screen there. So you know. Did I finish my charity shop thing? I don't think I did I? I was kind of started on the thing. So we went charity shop hunting today. And we had a little explore of the town that we haven't been to for a while. I can't remember why I got sidetracked. I think something didn't load, didn't it? I got sidetracked. So we went out today, had a little explore, and went through lots and lots of charity shops. Really, really chuffed. The first one I went to was like loads of stuff in the window. Great. Brilliant. Nothing I actually particularly wanted, but there was some stuff there. I did pick up a couple of PlayStation 2 games. Nothing very exciting. One for Lakeside Fisher game, a Midas game, so it'll be probably hit and miss whether it's actually any good. And I actually picked up a copy of Friends on the PlayStation 2. There is a reason for that. I'm going to give it to somebody else because I know that they collect these things, and I don't think they actually have this game, so I'm going to send it to them because they're collecting PS2s. So that's I thought that was a nice thing, and it wasn't very expensive, so I'll let myself off with that one. I also picked up, there was a book there as well, and I saw it on the way out, and I grabbed it, and I thought, we'll have that. And it was a book, and it was apparently it's 1001 games to play before you die. Now, first off, I didn't know there was such a book existed, but I found it quite amazing as I sort of basically flicked through it when I got home there, before I started doing What's on Tape. Flicked through it. It was 70s and 80s. Got that covered. Pretty much every game that I came across in the 70s and 80s was I've already played. In fact, as I flicked through the whole thing, there were a very few games. Very few, and I haven't looked through every single page, but very few games. If I marked it off, I reckon I'll have played maybe 900 of the games, maybe more. that actually are games to play before you die. In theory, that's the tagline that goes with it. So yeah, maybe. Right, CS control grab shift to V to play. Right, okay, let's try this. So she's got to get all those ingredients that we had before. Eye of Newton, all this kind of stuff. Now, look at the graphics, though. I do think they look really good. I tell you which version's really impressive, though. All right. Which version's really impressive? It's the Amstrad CPC version, because it uses the colours, and she's got like her purple outfits on and whatever else is, and it is phenomenally impressive as a game. It looks the business. All right, okay. Can we land here? There is a key there. Oh, what's land? There. Everything's zapping me. I'm not going to last long here. Going to lose a hag straight away. Don't kill me before I get there, please. It's one of those games, though. It's particularly harsh. It's really good, but it's pretty proper harsh. Oh, tried to fly. Right, okay, let's go. Let's see if we can find somewhere to open before everything comes and gets me. It looks nice, though, doesn't it? There's the pumpkins. Pumpkin patch. The land of the pumpkins. There's a magenta key. Let's go for it. No, don't kill me before we get in. So that's the magenta key that's going to get us in here. And this is us in this first bombs. Right, jump is now fire. I think this is our first ingredient. Oh, I've drowned. I think I've drowned. There's nothing happening. I can't move. Brilliant. Oh, it's on. Brilliant. But I think that was our toad juice there, look, because it looks like a toad sort of sitting down with its mouth open, its eyes. I think we had to lick a toad there. There was a toad licking instance. It has proper crashed, by the way. The game's still running there, but it has proper crashed. I'm going to continue on, but particularly tough game, but it's actually quite good. It's one of the good. It's one of the good ones. I mean, if you'd got this tape collection, I think you'd have been mightily pleased with the contents of this. I think you'd have been specifically sort of like, this is a good one. This is a good tape. You know, this is a good selection of games. The next one, oh, this was a classic. I got this. And it's pride of place on my shelf, and I haven't got the badge or the poster, I think, that came with it. Hang on a second. You stay there. Wait a sec. I'm just getting it. Right. So this one is Juggernaut, and it's proud of place on my my shelf here. And it's by Peter Cook, and it's basically, you've got, you know, have you ever imagined being behind the wheel of a 42-foot, 23-ton Juggernaut thundering through the urban landscape? Join the fleet and the trucking thing. Now, I've got this. It's meant to come with a sticker, and it's also meant to come with a poster, and it's got neither. But I don't know. I love collecting stuff, and sometimes I don't mind if they're a little bit incomplete. I mean, a lot of stuff that I got from Charity of the Shop today was actually complete for a change. It was kind of surprising to find complete versions of the games that I actually found. Some of them, however, were missing the inlays and bits and pieces, and some people are quite upset about that. I would be just happy. Say with my Master System collection, I'd be just happy to have it complete. And and if I find an opportunity to replace one with one that's got the manual or get the manual somehow, I'll be happy. But at the same time, I don't mind as long as it's complete. So it's kind of, I'm kind of an odd little fish really when it comes to this kind of stuff. I do love the manuals. I think they're beautiful. They're lovely and reminiscent. You read them as you play, but It's not necessarily necessary for some of them, to be fair. So it's nice to be able to read them, but older games are definitely more required than they are on sort of the more modern games, because modern games usually have a tutorial that teach you how to play the blooming game in the first place, whereas these don't. Anyway, I'm going to put it back. I'm running over the room. I'm running over the other side of the room. I'm here. I'm back. Alright, I'm back. It's not that big a room, really. It seems like I'm running to the West Wing or something like that. It's not quite like that. So, Juggernaut, let's just look at the controls quickly before we play. Magnifying glass out again. God, how did I get so old that I need a blooming magnifying glass? I used to be able to read these when I was a kid. So, AZ, OP, and M is to shift gear. So, AZ, OP, and M is to shift gear. I can do that. So, the idea of the game is you pick up a load, you take it somewhere using a map, and then you drop it off at the other end, which is basically the entire premise and concept of Euro Truck Simulator 2. So if you like the idea of driving trucks, play Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's almost always on Steam on sale. And although they've improved some of the graphical engine elements of it, and I'm sure much to the disgust of those hardcore sort of driving games, it still requires a fairly simplistic PC to run. So which is quite nice, actually, to be honest with you. I love it when people, I hate to say it, but they go with the lowest common denominator. They have to with PC games. That's the nature of the beast. You know, it's if your PC game doesn't work on everybody's blooming PC, what are you going to do? Exactly. What are you going to do? So, anyway, Juggernaut. I don't remember anybody. Do you know something? I don't think I've ever heard anybody use the word Juggernaut to describe a truck very often. Marvel character maybe, but trucks, no, not very often. Right, okay. Peter Cook, press the fire to begin. Right, so it's M. Right, okay. So we should be able to do lorry size. So we should choose a little. That's a long lorry. It's a 42-footer. We'll do a little one. High scores. Define keys. Oh, we can define the keys. Let's just redefine them for me. Q, A, left, right, space. That makes life a little easier for me. High scores, learn, practice, and drive. Right, so we're going to drive. Okay, welcome to your first day with Andrew Hilter and co. dealing with coal, oil, fruit and veg, and timber. Okay, there's the map of the town. Your job today is to collect the following: 5 tons of timber, 9 tons of oil, and 20 tons of fruit and veg. Excellent. Okay, so we are in Trumpton. That's where we're at now. Where's the phone? What do we do in the phone? Load. There's no loading base here. Okay, where do we go? So would we use the phone to do that? Resign phone. No phone here. Okay, where are we going to find this? So we've got to find a loading base. So let's just start. I'm just going to speed us up and rotate this truck around a little bit. It's quite good because I always quite like this one as a sort of, a simulation of a truck. It's quite realistic, realistically. Well, for the time anyway. It's not. I mean, it's not. Let's accelerate up. You got to kind of adjust the steering wheel correctly as well, which is kind of cool. So, for instance, I'm going all the way around until it's straight. And then we're sort of straight going through here. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Oh, wow. Practice makes perfect, I guess, over time. So let's go around this corner. We'll swerve around there. Good job there's no traffic, to be honest with you. I think I'd be stuffed if there was traffic. Because you're using the steering wheel up there on top of the screen, you see. So you actually are making those rotations around there. Is there an M for map? The thing is, I don't think you can actually explain where you're entirely at with this. Let's go around this one. Let's do that. Oh, there's a phone box. Put it in reverse. Ah! Ah, no speed. No. Slow down. Ah, right, okay. Put that round like that. Gonna have to shunt this back round again now. Right. Let's turn that steering wheel. Ah! Oh, we're going round in a circle anyway. At least we're going round in a circle. Oh, I'm causing damage to the trailer because I've got it locked in place, look. So I'm bashing the trailer back. You see where I'm at front of the truck is? There's a phone box there. Ah, I've got to use the phone box. I've just realised. Stop. Will that do? I can't. It won't. God, I'm not close enough to do it. Boom. Just basically meant to use the phone box. Lorry destroyed. Fair enough, but you can see how clever that one is. It's quite a clever game. It would be lovely to actually. It's one of those ones where you'd have to map, wouldn't you? You'd have to draw the map out that's on the screen there, and then you'd have to mark where the various bays are so that you know what's going on for each town. I don't think it's randomised. I don't think, but it could be in theory. And then we've got the last one. The last one. It's amazing, realistically, how long 5 games actually takes to play. Isn't that amazing? I'm sure I've played this one before. I think this is Houston. Lunar. Yeah, Houston Software, Lunar Attack. Now, I don't know whether or not I've played this one or whether I've got this one. Or maybe I'm thinking of Lunar Crabs. Or maybe something completely different. Oh, Lunar Attack. Your mission... Wow, was that it loaded? Okay. What's the keys? The keys are... CS... CV... Right, hang on. Oh, we can use the arrow keys up and down and 0 to fire the lasers. Right, okay. Right, this is going to be interesting. Let's see what happens. I didn't think that would load that quickly. That was blooming quick. Ah, 1. Keyboard. I think I must press play again. There we go. Okay, alright, that was really weird. I didn't expect it to pause like that. So, yeah, Loner Attack, yes. Controls. I really don't like the look of the controls. The controls look horrible. Controls. QZ, that makes sense. SG. SG or FG? Alright, okay, that works. That works for me. And then 0 is to fire the laser, or the fire button. That's going to be rubbish. So there's these really weird controls, and 0 to fire the laser. So basically you're onto cursor keys whether you like it or not. That's really naff. I don't like those controls. They don't look very good, those controls. It says, basically it's baddies spelt backwards. That there was a game that was doing that was called that. I can't remember what it's basically it's baddies spelt backwards, and that was a game that was really impressive. It was a really good one. It seems that is something to do with this. They kind of made this really good one where you drove down the roads as in a tank, sort of shooting stuff, and it's kind of along the similar lines. I think. I'm hoping. Press 1 for one player. Here we go. So that's left, that's right, that's up, and that's down. Oh my goodness. Is there a better set of keys than that? Plumbing heck. Oh, there's a one. Ah, right, okay. That fire? Yeah, there we go. It's a better firing button. Right, I found a better button. You can use the B key so I can sort of shoot. Oh, right, okay. That's fine. Let's try it again. Now I've got the buttons. Overheated the hull. There's the tanks. There we go, baddies. Ground air missiles, get hold of that. Shoot some of these missiles down. I'm in danger. We're gonna come crashing down. It's alright. It's not bad. I think I would have played it back in the day. Would have definitely given it a few hours worth of play. I kind of like the movement of it. I think I would have got my joystick out for this one though. It would have been the old quick shot joystick with the fire button at the top. I would have been giving it the sort of fighter pilot experience kind of thing going on with it. Right, lasers on. Uh-oh, we're going down. Yeah, it's sort of alright. It's not bad. It's not a bad game. I would have played it back in the day. I definitely better with the joystick. I think the keys are a bit naff, to be honest with you. So a bit naff. But anyway, so I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. I'm going to go play with my charity fines now. And I'll catch you soon. Cheers now. Bye bye.